It seems like Diddy's life is turning into a script even the wildest screenwriter couldn't dream up.
He said, the objective of Bad Boys is to kill talent. We don't want talented motherfuckers at Bad Boys. Talented motherfuckers think they gotta say. Oh, a talented motherfucker will tell you, I'ma turn in my album when I feel like it. He said, but see, if we get people with no talent, and then we make them look like stars, see, we have total control. Because without us, they can't be the He said, that's how we're gonna run this label, and we're gonna run these motherfuckers into the ground, and I'm gonna make all of you rich. And that was his pep talk at the Kit Kat Club in 1996 to his interns, who are now mostly, executives at Bad Boys.
So that explains making the band, bringing unknown.
I'm a proponent of all of us who are in this business working hard trying to make it.
When you got into stand-up, was crossing over, was doing TV, was doing movie, was that a part of it? You like, okay, I'm doing stand-up, okay.
If you don't stand up for yourself, there really is nothing they won't do.
Right.
Picture this, the feds, armed with more warrants than a coupon collector at a grocery store, storming not one, but both of Diddy's mansions. It's a raid of epic proportions, leaving no stone unturned and no pillow unfluffed.
I don't make much of it, Stephen. The feds are fedding. That's what that tells me. The federal government is, we've been aware for weeks. I assure you this has been going on for months in terms of the investigation. Months of collecting evidence, getting witnesses to collaborate particular stories and testimonies. What we're seeing now are kind of probably the final stages of what this investigation looks like. We know the recent, you're talking about the home, and I want to get back to the Homeland Security piece, not the FBI.
That's right.
All federal agencies, but they're a little different. I want to spend some time there in a second, put a pin in it. But the fact that they specifically, Stephen A., recently collected cell phones, other electronic devices, that's kind of the end of the road, as we say. Those are going to be the final pieces that they're looking to corroborate, probably some pre-existing testimonials for I would imagine, a long list of potential witnesses.
And what do they find amidst the chaos? Well, folks, it's the kind of evidence that would make even Sherlock Holmes raise an eyebrow. Allegations of Diddy grooming young talent like Bieber and Usher are flying faster than gossip at a high school prom.
I started valuing the wrong things in this business because there was things dangling in front of me. If I get this, I'll be happy. If I do this, I'll be happy. I never had that security in a family. I never had that consistency. I never had the reliability and the accountability and all these things that make you understand the way the world works.
He was giving parties at the Red Zone, and he was giving parties at the building. Building, that's when they was doing unsigned hype. You know, people like Leaders of the New School, Naughty by Nature, Queen Latifah, different groups was coming. The new groups, they were breaking those artists. You remember that place where they shot Juice at? You know, when they had the DJ contest? Yep. Have you seen the movie Juice?
Yep.
Was that you? Yeah.
Yep.
When they had the DJ contest, that was the building. So Puff was doing the Monday night unsigned hype there. He was also an intern and working over at Uptown Records. I knew he was addicted to painkillers because after that that incident with Kim, he used to have this little white guy he used to meet, or he would have the drivers go get the pills that he was addicted to from this little white guy who was selling him them opioids.
I ain't taking those fights from nobody. It's God. That's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed. You know, out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that. They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
No, you, man.
But they can't control me. You see, it ain't no name I won't name.
Nobody ever tells you that, like, when you get to the top, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. There's just more of that. If you want it, you know, I had ground and scraped and fought to make movies and to make the things that I wanted to make and to sell books and sell scripts. And I was doing all those things. And then I get there and I'm like a broken shell of myself with this relationship that threatened to sort of like truly like wreck my life. And I had done nothing to deserve that. And, you know, I'm like, what is life? Like, what, you know, I'm so backwards.
But you still weren't happy.
But I was, you know, but I'm a victim. I'm a product, I should say, of these systems that we all survive in, which is, you know, this sort of capitalist-driven, corporatocracy kind of driven way of merchandising and commercializing every thought and fear and moment that we have in our lives, and never giving us a chance to slow down. And you know, when I was able to, I was on my way out, and I saw my kids, and I saw them grown up, and they
You
were
really
asking,
saw that?
Yes, I did, and I saw them asking me, just like a mature grown adult would say, you know, say something very calmly without emotion, like, please don't do this.
And just when you think you've heard it all, here comes Justin Bieber himself, strumming his guitar and singing a tune of justice louder than his latest hit single. Will his words hit the right chords, or will they fall flat like a bad lip sync?
Slow down, Justin.
Okay.
Let's slow down, okay?
One step at a time.
But yeah, the keys is yours. When you get 16, you're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah. And then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose.
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, you know, telling me they love me and, you know, just turn their back on you in a second. But yeah, just protecting those moments, because people take for granted encounters, and
everything's good. Selling out arenas and everything. Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, you know, through all my, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number, so.
Right. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'll tell you my number.
Yeah.
It's 555.
Yes.
But wait, there's more. Jaguar Wright's got a story to tell, and it's juicier than a ripe watermelon on a summer's day. She's teaming up with law enforcement to spill the tea faster than you can say scandal. But is it truth or fiction?
Gonna get you and your little dog. Congratulations, young man. Run as fast as Cassie did. But when you think about Kim, I was thinking to myself the other day, Uptown Records started with 5 people. Andre Harrell, I'll Be Sure, Heavy D, and Puffy. And Kim was the longest working employee because she was there from the very beginning. She was Andre's personal assistant. Kim's dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only two left are Puffy and Al almost died. Isn't it?
That is interesting.
Heavy D was found dead, face down in the heart attack. Andre Harrell, heart attack. Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms. And then right after that, Al had a meeting, and I was gonna meet up with him because we were in Vegas, and the next thing you know, you wanna know what they all had in common though? The survivors and the late of Uptown Records, they were all writing tell-all books.
It's a big difference from a black man. He was doing to people that he never thought that it would come back at him. Now, if he never did anything to those girls, if those girls was lying, then he would have never settled out. It was a girl that came out, Cam, 2.5 years before Cassie came out, and went on a major platform and told him how he was kicking her, beating her, and made her get rid of 2 kids. A girl named Gina came out on a major platform that he was dating, that she had texts from Cassie, and her and Cassie was texting each other back and forth, and Cassie was saying, I don't hate you, I know how he is, and they was talking about each other and talking to each other. She came out 2 years ago. So you tell me, Cam, why didn't nobody take her case?
Maybe they didn't believe, I mean, I could guess. I mean, maybe they didn't believe him because he's puffy, he got a lot of star power, he can fight back, you know.
She had no lawyers or nobody that was interested in going through that battle, in that long, drawn-out court battle, that they had to file papers, they had to do that 2-3 years ago, 2-3 years down the road, she ain't coming up with a dime. Cassie had the lawyers and the people who put the money behind the lawyers to make sure that her case was clam tight.
Financial gain for those who have access to her estate, including Clive Davis.
Including Clive Davis.
Davis. This ain't a film to celebrate Whitney Houston. This is a film to, you know, pay the piper.
He was the one trying to bring her back, though, at the time of prior to her death, right?
He needed her back. He needed her back, but he needed her back and under his control.
I cannot take anything away from where he has been extremely effective.
Yes.
He knows pop culture. Matter of fact, probably knows pop culture better than he knows music.
I never felt like he had a lot of talent in music. Is that fair for me to say?
I mean, nobody really cares about him rapping.
Right.
I didn't know why he did that, but then again, why not do it? They're listening to all these other like artists that you're putting out. Why not be one too and get that extra check? Like the people are buying into the brand, why not take it all the way? I'm not hating on him for getting money.
Me either.
I'm just hating on the way he got it. And I'm hating on the overall effect of what it's done to not only the artist on his label, the artist that got shelved, the artist that got dropped. Not only that, but what he did to culture. Ain't nothing popping, but when they're not there, things are popping. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm following.
You know, there are certain people that hang out with certain groups of people, and you see them. They're in pictures, they're on the red carpet, they're around. But then things start popping off, you don't see those people. They're not in those pictures. They're not on the red carpet. They're nowhere around. So where the hell were they? They're at every other party. They're in every other picture. They're standing by you everywhere else except for when this person went missing or this person got shot. You know, the art of misdirection is a skill that most record executives use. So considering that the public has absolutely no idea what's happening behind the curtain or behind the velvet rope, it gives them a great advantage to paint whatever story they want to paint.
You know, he get this trafficking because he took her to different states and had her perform sex acts with different, you know, male prostitutes and different people, sometimes against her will. You know, we look at this and we say, well, that was his girl and she did it on her own. She didn't have to. Man, you can't say that. That was a 19-year-old girl that what they call now groomed by an older man. And yes, she got some of the benefits of being with a billionaire, millionaire, and everything like that. but it's just certain things that he did to groom her and put her into that position that she wanted the career, she wanted to do the music, she wanted to be a performer and all this stuff like that. He held all that shit over her head, bro. And now that she came out and telling everybody her story and what happened to her, you know, people are finding fault in her. People are saying that she ain't right for putting a lawsuit against him, but she earned every bit of that, bro.
Hold on to your hats, folks, because Cat Williams is stepping into the ring, throwing punches faster than a heavyweight champion. Is Diddy in for a knockout, or will he duck and weave his way out of trouble like a seasoned pro?
And now, understand, I'm not talking about one person. What I just told you applies to 7 people. How they all end up with that. That's part of what you get. I came in this business saying I was gonna expose. When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side, period. Period. All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them, all lies will be exposed.
And just when you thought things couldn't get crazier, Mel Gibson steps into the spotlight, shining a light on the darker corners of Hollywood. Is he the hero we didn't know we needed, or just another actor looking for their next role?
I think it is moving forward. I think that light has definitely been shone into the dark regions, and it's painful, but it's a necessary thing for change. So there you go.
Do you agree, John?
Yeah, you can't help. It's an incredibly difficult thing to talk about.
Yeah.
Because there's very little that's comic about it. Yeah. You're seeing lives destroyed, but you're also seeing lives that have been deeply troubled for years, and
kind of a tragic healing process.
It's a big upheaval. I mean, I've never seen Hollywood quite so shaken by anything.
Get ready for a blast from the past, because Mace is here to stir the pot like it's a witch's cauldron. He's calling out Diddy faster than you can say, Throwback Thursday. Will this be the final nail in Diddy's coffin, or just another twist in the plot?
That's really good. Let me take my shit. Now, I could say this because it's not something I didn't say to him. Puff, how do I want to say this? Me and Puff was like, I felt like I did more than I got credit for, more than I got paid for.
You felt, or did you do that? Because you said felt, like
okay,
feeling.
Let's clear that up then.
You saying you feeling that?
No, we gonna keep it with, because I'm trying to be nice. I never got paid what I was worth, and I never got the respect I was worth. So this thing that I got for Puff is more like, you trying to keep me here, nigga. I'm not here. All my peers is up here. All my peers are bosses. When it's time, just like somebody raise somebody up, you know they did work with you, they go from your little man to maybe A&R to something else. He just kept trying to keep me right here, like he didn't want me to grow at anything. And to anybody, is that gonna bother you?
Yeah.
Especially if I'm producing the work. Puff would go out and party, and I would be in the studio writing the records, and then I just come back and say, he'll say this is his part or that is his part, but I was the person there creating it all. Right. And then, I mean, from the lyrical standpoint, whether somebody did a beat, and even More Money, More Problems, I came up with that. I came up with the beat too. And I said, Stevie, we need to do this beat and do it like this. So just imagine all of these moments that are taken from you, the records, the beats, you ain't getting the money, You ain't getting the publishing. You ain't getting the respect. And I don't think you're like that. So that became really frustrating for me because I'm
You
looking.
don't think you like that, didn't you?
I don't think you would like that.
Like,
did you like that?
Yeah,
What
like,
story is you listening to?
Man, I don't think you like that. To be pulling what you pulling.
Yeah, you from the ghetto. You like.
Yeah, like you know what would come with doing that. But everybody is letting you get away with it. Everybody. So me quitting after one album, it didn't take long for me to figure it out. Like, I'm not gonna be here with this. I don't care who's here because you're not paying me and you're not respecting me.
With each new revelation, it seems like Diddy's empire is crumbling faster than a sandcastle at high tide. Will justice prevail, or will Diddy dance his way out of trouble like it's a music video shoot?